Okay. So this is about take 100 because I am literally the worst person for making stuff up on the spot. So I'm literally just going to go with it this time. And if there are awkward pauses and me losing my train of thought, I am sorry. But I've been doing this for about an hour. And yeah. Oh, sorry. I reached a follower milestone on Tumblr and I said that I would make a video, which I am now seriously regretting, but yeah, and I said that people could come and ask me questions and I would do my best to answer them, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave Stacey's question until last because it's probably the one that's going to take the most explaining, but yeah. Ooh, okay. Where was I? Right, yes. Kim asked me what was my favourite Destiel moment, and I really don't want to be cliche and say the hug, but it was so cute, and I was crying and shaking and just overcome with all my feels, and so that's probably definitely up there, but I think it's probably up there for quite a lot of people. I don't know. I think my second favourite Destiel moment is probably in The Man Who Would Be King, at the end when they have Cass in the Holy Fire circle, and you know, and just because it's so sad, and Dean looks like he's about to cry and Cass looks like he's about to cry, and then when Dean's going out the door and he turns to look at Cass and they share that look and just it makes me so sad. But yeah, I think that's probably my favourite moment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know. I love all their moments. I love when Cass beats Dean up. Poor Dean. I just think that moment's really really intense, but I don't know, I think it really shows how especially Cass, how Cass cares about Dean. So yeah, that's that question. Thank you. I'm trying to work out which ones will take me the least time to explain, because a couple of them I'm going to get on a soapbox and I just won't get off. Okay. Angela didn't ask for a shout out, she just said that she loved me more in the comment I made, but I love Angela a lot, so I feel like I should give her a shout out, so there you go. I love you very much. I think you're great, and I'll probably tag her in the tags so you can go and follow her if you're not following her. Yep. And then Sophie said that I should give her a shout out because she's great, which she is. She's an absolute sweetheart, and I just think that she's lovely, and I can't wait to meet you at A10. It's going to be great. And another blog that you should follow, again, I'll put it in the tags so you can go and follow her because she's fabulous and just a total sweetheart. I just want to cuddle her, and yeah, there's that. Okay. Oh yeah, Chris asked me to talk about why I love her, and she's just great. Sorry, mind blank. Another fabulous blog. These are all sounding so generic, yeah, she's great, yeah, but they really are fabulous people, and I enjoy our conversations, and mainly they're just keyboard smashing and flailing about new episodes and stuff, but what kind of, it's the best friend you could have. So yeah, you should go and follow her as well. Okay, Dean said she just wanted to hear me talk about Sebastian, which is probably opening a big can of worms. If you couldn't tell from my URL, I'm absolutely, positively, 100% in love with this man. I cannot even control my feelings for him. I end up talking about him to my mum, and my mum just ends up zoning out because she's had it all before, but I just think he's so fabulous. And I know some people think that he's like a bit perverted and a bit full on, but I think he's great and I just love him and the stuff he comes out with and his voice. I could listen to him talk forever. I remember I found a YouTube video of him doing an interview in French and I just sat and listened to like the whole 15 minutes of it on repeat because he's just so good. And on top of that, I think he's an amazing actor. Like, I've seen him in pretty much everything he's been in. My favourites obviously being Supernatural and probably when he played Michael in The Vampire Diaries, and also when he was in Criminal Minds, which is great because he's apparently in all of my favourite shows. Yeah, I just think he's so amazing, and if I ever met him, I think I would be a like messy, just melted goo on the floor because he's so perfect. Yeah. Oh, and on top of that, he's obviously amazingly good looking, so there's that. I could go on forever because he's so perfect. And I'm so jealous of everybody who's met him, and if you've met him, you should come and tell me about it so that I can flail about him some more. Oh my god, have I answered most of the questions? Yes. So now I have to talk about Stacey's question, which will probably take me the longest. She said she wanted a shout out, so yeah, Stacey. Don't even like her that much, really. I don't really know why she thinks that we're such close friends, which is probably the biggest lie I've ever told, because if you follow me on Tumblr, then you know that Stacey is pretty much my best friend in the whole entire world. She knows more about me than anybody, including my parents and probably even my biological sister. She is just there for me whenever I need anybody, and she listens to me rant about absolutely anything, and she hasn't ever told me to shut up yet, which I think is a massive feat because I can be quite annoying, if you hadn't already guessed from the amount I've talked in this video. And she's just brilliant, and she's basically like my sister, and I miss her so much, and I can't wait to see her at A10. So it's just going to be the best weekend ever. And that's that. She's also the one that dragged me into Supernatural, so she's the reason that I'm in this position, so thanks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm grateful that I'm in the Supernatural fandom, because it's probably my favourite. And she asked me to talk about my feelings towards Dean and his, what I think he has, an alpha complex. But I think it's more like, it kind of more ties into the fact that I personally think that Dean is a dom, especially when it comes to Cass, but mostly in pretty much all of his relationships. And there are many reasons why I think that. Mainly, top one being that I think Dean needs to be in control of a situation. Like, I can't, personally, I don't see him enjoying being tied up and that kind of thing, because I think that he'd just have hell flashbacks, and because I mean, being in hell for that long isn't really something that you are gonna forget easily. So yeah, there's that. And I've been talking for too long. I think as well, the way he was raised, like, he was raised to be a soldier. Like, he was raised as a hunter. He didn't have a childhood. He was forced to grow up really quickly, and I think that kind of influences the fact that he feels the need to protect people, and especially Sam. And I just think that attitude kind of gets adopted when it comes to other people, and that kind of protectiveness means that he needs to be in control again. So it kind of relates back to the whole in control thing. And I think I don't see him letting somebody else take the reins of a situation. Oh my god, what's going on with my hair? Yeah. Where was I? Oh, see, this is why it takes me so long, because I end up getting really distracted, and, yeah. Anyway, where was I? I have, like, a list of reasons, because I tried doing it off the top of my head, and it just failed really, really badly. Yeah, where was I? Oh, also, yes. Here we go. He gets annoyed when Sam pries into his business. Like when Sam can tell something is wrong with Dean, and he tries to talk to him about it, Dean just kind of tells him where he can put his opinions and stuff like that. So I don't like. I think I know people think that Dean, the reason they think Dean is a sub, not exclusively, before people jump down my throat, I've just seen a lot where people think Dean enjoys being taken care of. And in some ways, fair enough, but I mean, I think Dean would have to seek out that comfort. I don't think he'd accept it if it was thrust upon him, because I just don't think that's who Dean is. I think he internalizes his problems massively, and yeah. So I think if he sought out the comfort, fair enough, but I don't know, I personally don't see him being the kind of person that would happily just sit and have a nice bonding session about how he's feeling. I just think Dean is very emotionally stunted. He can't talk about how he feels, especially not when he cares about people. And I think that's mainly because the people that he cares about end up getting hurt. First is Mary, John. I mean, Sam has died countless times. Poor Sam. Bobby, Joe, Ellen. They all end up dead, and I just don't think that's I think Dean probably blames himself for that, because Dean blames himself for everything, and that's just who he is. He even said it in one episode himself. He always has something eating away at him. That's just who he is as a person. And also, obviously, he's a grown man. I don't think that Dean is shy. I think he's emotionally stunted, and he probably finds it hard sometimes, but I don't think he's shy. I think the only time I can think where Dean was actually shy was in Changing Channels, when he met Dr. Sexy. But that's the only thing I can think where Dean has been stereotypically shy. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't think Dean has a sensitive side, because I do think he does have a massively sensitive side, and he's a very, very caring person, especially when it comes to people that he cares about and that he loves, and he will lay his life down in a second to protect the people that he cares about. But I don't think that really has anything to do with him being shy or anything like that. Yeah. Let's see if I have any other points. Oh yeah, I think as well, Dean spent a majority of his life trying to be accepted by John. He was seeking out appreciation. He wanted to be told that he was a good son, and that he was trustworthy and capable, and that people were proud of him. So I think if somebody tried to demean him or belittle him or try and make out that they're stronger or better than him, then he's just gonna fight that back. And I think that kind of relates back to the alpha thing. If people try and get one up on him, he's just gonna fight back twice as hard. Yeah, because that's just Dean. And I am a very, very, Dean is my favourite character. So I don't know. Yeah. There are a lot of things that I could say, but it'd probably get me into trouble, especially from specific people. But yeah. So I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say, and I have rambled for 15 minutes. So I think that is the end of my video, and I probably won't be making one anytime soon because, as you can probably tell, I am the most awkward person in the whole entire world. So yeah. Again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to come to my Ask box and I will answer them via message. Unless people really want me to make another video, in which case I might consider it. But yeah, that's that, and I will see you all soon.